Am I the asshole for not forcing my son to share his Nintendo Switch because my daughter wants to play? Throwaway daughter has Reddit. I have two kids, one 14-year-old son and another 16-year-old daughter. A few weeks ago was my son's birthday and he got a Nintendo Switch, 2 games and a Pro controller. My daughter was upset and wanted me to make the gift a family gift. I told her no, as it was my son's birthday gift and that was his own personal device he does not need to share. My daughter complained how my son got a better gift than her, but I told her we spent $650 on the art supplies she wanted. My daughter has not talked to me since the birthday and my ex-wife called me up and told me I was a bad parent for not making the console be shared as video games are supposed to be shared. I told her no, but I do feel a little guilty so for not forcing my son to share his Nintendo Switch because my daughter wants to play. Not the asshole. If she wanted a Switch, she should have asked for it. I would tell your daughter that her $650 art supplies were not a family gift, and no child's birthday present should be a family gift. Tell your ex-wife to pound sand and get her the Switch herself. Greater than my ex-wife called me up and told me I was a bad parent for not making the console be shared. Not the asshole. Your daughter is behaving poorly here. Your ex is being a bad parent for supporting your daughter with her selfish endeavors. For what it's worth, it sounds they both received very generous gifts for their birthdays. Nobody here has been shortchanged.
Not the asshole. Ask her how much she'd like it if you forced her to let her brother use her expensive art supplies. It's his Switch and he doesn't need to share it. Not the asshole. She seems quite entitled and I can see where she's getting it from. Greater than my ex-wife called me up and told me I was a bad parent for not making the console be shared. Good on you for standing firm.
Not the asshole. She got what she wanted and she wants more. If she wanted a Switch, she should have told you so. You're not a bad parent, but your ex-wife is making it sound like you are. Your ex-wife should buy your daughter a Switch if she wants one so badly.
Not the asshole. You're being a good parent. You're teaching your daughter to respect boundaries. I bet she would pitch a fit if your son wanted to use her art supplies and her birthday present became a family item. If your son wants to share his Switch, that's different, but it should be his decision. Just wondering, could your ex be feeding into your daughter's wishes and teaching her she doesn't have to respect others? She sounds like she has bad boundaries too. She shouldn't be calling you up and accusing you of things, especially without talking with you about the situation and getting your side first.
Not the asshole. Tell her that she wasn't complaining when the art supplies she got weren't shared. Just because he has something she wants, doesn't mean she's entitled to it. I would suggest to her that she gets on her brother's good side for a while so maybe he'll let her play as well. Info: what art supplies did you get her that cost $650? Does she have her own studio now? Not the asshole for letting his gift be his gift, but did she know a gift this size was on the table? Or was she expecting a few art supplies and had no idea she could ask for $650 worth of anything?
Not the asshole. If your daughter wanted a Switch for her birthday, she should have asked for one. All children should learn boundaries and respect for other people's property. Just because they are siblings doesn't mean they have to share everything. Having said that, although monetarily these gifts are the same, to children that is not what they focus on. Art supplies are awesome and fun, but a game console is another thing entirely. Art supplies are almost a more practical gift than the just for fun console. Something to consider in the future: if one gets a practical gift, so should the other, and then on Christmas do the fun, or vice versa. Your daughter needs to grow up though. At 16 she should understand not wanting to share everything.
Not the asshole. She wanted the art supplies. He wanted the Nintendo. It was his gift. She sounds like an entitled brat.
Not the asshole. Are you sure your daughter is 16? With her whining, she's behaving like a 6-year-old. She still has some growing up to do. NTA. Your daughter and a bit your ex-wife are tar. Your daughter got what she wanted for her birthday, it's fair your son got the Switch. Your daughter sounds like she may be a little entitled. Ask her to share her art supplies with her brother cause she probably won't. Stick to your guns. You gave the Switch as a gift, so it's up to your son if he wants to share.
Greater than games are supposed to be shared. Laughs in single player only. $650 for art supplies? What currency is this? Cause if this is US dollars or a currency with a similar value, then holy crap. If my parents spend anything near that amount for Christmas, I'd make sure they never cleaned a single thing while I lived in that house.
Not the asshole, you spent $650 on her, and she wants her brother's gift on top of that. Boy, she a spoiled brat. Tell her to return the art supplies if she wants a Switch so bad.
Not the asshole. I'm a mom and a sibling and I applaud you. It's his present, not the family's. I have 3 of my own and I always told the siblings, they can ask but the owner can always say no. I did step in if it was a trade situation, like if you do my chores today you can use my Switch for 2 hours. They were not allowed to back out of a deal.
Not the asshole. If she wanted a gaming console, she should have asked for that for her birthday. Your son shouldn't have to share his gift just because his sister decided she wanted art supplies for her birthday instead.
Not the asshole. Daughter is spoiled, that's your son's birthday present. She already has art supplies worth $650.
Not the asshole. It's his Switch, it's ultimately up to him to decide whether or not he wants to share. Sure, it's not the nicest thing for him to decide not to share, but it's his Switch, making that totally up to him.
Not the asshole. Can you return the art supplies?
Not the asshole. I thought this was going to involve children of a much younger age. Your daughter is 16. She should have a better sense of perspective by now. Not the asshole. It was his birthday gift. It was not bought for the family. Your daughter sounds like she feels entitled to his things that she wants. Do not feel guilty. If she wants one, she can save her money, wait for her birthday, Christmas, or hit her mother up for one. Not the asshole. There was nothing stopping her from asking your son if she could borrow it. She didn't and went directly to you to try and manipulate you into letting her use it without having to ask your son. Don't feel guilty for telling her no, she truly was manipulating you. It wouldn't surprise me if your son tells her no if she asks to borrow it in the future, and he shouldn't be forced to let her. If I were your son, I would be worried about never seeing it again if I let her use it. Not the asshole, but sharing doesn't hurt. It doesn't need to be a family console that stays in the living room, but maybe your son would let her play with him?
Not the asshole. It would be messed up to make your son share his birthday present. I would argue that art supplies are more shareable because 2 people can use different colors, but only one person can play a game unless it's multiplayer. Your daughter can sell her supplies, or bargain with your son to get play time. She needs to learn the boundary between things that are communal and things that aren't. You should probably have a talk with her on the importance of choosing wisely and managing jealousy. Maybe next time just give them an equal cash gift.
Not the asshole. I'm just thinking about all the times I nearly came to blows with my sister over games. Or how she pawned our Nintendo and I didn't speak to her for a year. Not the asshole.
You are the asshole. Kids need to learn to share. Make her share her art stuff. Like, what do you think you're teaching your kids?
Damn, if it was me and my kid kept giving attitude after you explained her gift cost more, I'd take her gift back. Sure, she is 16 not 6, not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Nothing given as a birthday gift should be considered a family gift. She's 16. If she wants a Switch, she can go get a job or buy one for herself. Not the asshole. Your daughter got $650 of art supplies for her birthday. I guarantee if you had said those are family art supplies, it would be WW3.
You are the asshole. My parents have always instilled in me that your family is the most important. You take care of each other and you share in misery and in success. You help pick each other up and you praised each other's wins. At the least, you should have taught your son that he should share his things with his sister. You're teaching your kids that they should only take care of themselves and that they don't need to have any empathy for other people, let alone family. When they're older, do you want them to be the type of person that helps their siblings and their aging parents, or do you want them to be the type of person that says, not my problem? Personally, I think this world is going to shit with so many people that only care about themselves. Teach your kids to be kind instead of being self-important.
Not the asshole. As you said, it was his present.
Not the asshole. She made a choice as to what she wanted for her gift. Your son shouldn't be forced to share, especially if she doesn't share hers. Not the asshole. You got her 2.16 Switches worth of art supplies. Lol. Not the asshole. As a 17-year-old who recently bought herself a Switch, I want to say thank you for not forcing your son to share it. She needs to learn to respect boundaries, and ultimately it's the son's decision if he will let her use it or not. My parents tried to make me share mine, bought it with my own money, and it really upset me. Your daughter needs to grow up. Law.
Not the asshole, your daughter asked for and got art supplies. Your son asked for and got Switch and games. Neither should have to share. It's not as if the guess were unequal. If anything, the daughter's supplies at $650 are worth more depending on the games and which Switch you bought. While yes, there are situations where consoles can be shared household gifts, this was not purchased for that reason. Plus the Switch is less of a traditional console anyway since it's meant to be portable. However, when she's less if a brat, maybe buy some games to play as a family like Mario Kart and Splatoon, etc. It's still his console, but playing as a family is a fun activity.
Not the asshole, cost is the true factor of equality in birthday presents. My sister can get all the toys she wants, but if I get a new headset and maybe a game to match the cost, it's 100% fair.
Not the asshole, you're an excellent parent.
Not the asshole, tell your daughter to make some art and try to sell it on eBay easy.
Not the asshole. This was a birthday gift. I'm assuming that this was the only gift that the son received. If the sister said that she wanted a Switch and the boy said that we wanted IT, then the parents could have made it a joint present, like they'll take 50% of the money from the son's birthday fund and also take 50% from the sister's birthday fund. Also, if she wants her brother to share, she needs to share her art supplies with him. Overall, the Switch is the brother's game. If he wants to share with the sister, that is his choice.
Not the asshole, and stick to your guns. I would not say anything along the lines of, would you want to share your art supplies, because that may backfire big time. Imagine she says, sure. Then you're fucked. Stand your ground, it's his Switch and he doesn't have to share if he doesn't want to. Period. End of conversation.
Would your daughter like to share her art supplies with your son? Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. It is his birthday gift. She got her gift. She needs to learn boundaries and that life will not always be about her. Is she willing to share her art supplies? Also, if your ex-wife wants to play the part, let her buy your daughter a Switch.
Not the asshole, you would be the asshole you forced him to share it. You don't give someone a gift and then dictate how they use it.
NTA, but if you do make your son share, then you should also make your daughter share any birthday presents you've gotten her.
Not the asshole. The same happens with my little sister sometimes and it drives me freaking bonkers. She is not entitled to his gift, nor should it be a family gift if it was for his birthday. Especially not when she got $650 art supplies she asked for.
Not the asshole. Your daughter sounds spoiled and entitled.
Greater than my daughter was upset and wanted me to make the gift a family gift. I told her no, as it was my son's birthday gift and that was his own personal device, he does not need to share. Good, that's how it should be. If you're going to give her personal gifts, they need to be personal property. Frankly, that means that anything like a video game system is never a personal gift, always a family gift, which means Christmas, not birthday. However, that ship has sailed, and in the circumstances you're under, you're doing the right thing. Not the asshole.